screwed up.
That they're willing to experiment on animals.
Oh.
Work is proceeding apace on my next
Living
generation of Earth
torture
movers.
and experimentation.
Trust me, I know, because I was in love with Asuran before number 2 came out because of that.
Interested in something specific?
Yeah.
I did everything. I learned all about him and his dad and what they do.
I don't like what they did to the Sylvari.
I know. When I heard the Sylvari were the new ones, I could only imagine what the Asurans did.
Are you spending any time at the
Tortured
Dermond
them.
Priory during your trip?
Experimented on them and killed
Indeed,
them.
I have several
yeah,
days planned to
they're-
stop in and meet with gifts.
What?
They're Asurans. Like,
Yeah. that's my point.
Accelerating!
I don't condone living experimentation or killing for experimentation.
okay, but you guys gotta check this out. Look at her
Okay.
ears. Like when she uses electricity,
The hullabaloo around this
her,
year's
Hold
her
on,
ears
let me
go
open
up.
my foot.
compared to what occurred 3 years ago.
Ooh, I was working on the hygiene.
I was actually considering making the Asuran, especially since I kind of hate them right now so much.
Jubilation.
Oh, their story will make you hate the general populace, as you say, even more.
Yeah. Well, some of the stories too, like I see some of their points too, like
Oh yeah.
yeah, like especially with
There's some things that they do that are amazing. Like their intellect and the things that they come up with is great, but I just don't. It's the same thing with like testing makeup on animals. Like I'm really against animal cruelty, and that
Okay.
includes Sylvari.
Honestly, I don't know everything, but I'm gonna argue it because I know, just like in Mass Effect or any intellectual class, they see everything because they're so curious.
What should we do in the case of a
So,
golem uprising?
yeah, them
Impossible.
torturing is pretty bad.
Excelsior.
I'm not gonna say anything against that.
Ideas are like
But
And if someone
imagine what they must have seen to have to go that far. Because that's my point with like with Vec and all.
You think their reasoning is good enough that they've been through something so terrible that
Okay, let's put it like this: if you hate that these people are tortured, right? What if the dragons took everyone and tortured everyone without mercy, without restriction?
that wouldn't be okay?
That's my point. Like they know everything, so yeah, they do the same things. It's unforgivable. They know it's unforgivable, but they're controlled. They are stopped. You know, they won't wipe out your entire species. You know.
No, but they'll just pick a couple unfortunate, innocent ones and
Yeah, but because they know that
Nobody's innocent. Play
Exactly.
Witcher.
No, exactly, and that's the other thing too. The Asurans know. They know how evil each race are. Like they
Okay,
know.
well,
Like
the ones that they chose, they should have chosen freaking the Nightmare Court. That's who they should have chosen.
No,
Nightmare
'cause-
Court didn't exist yet.
yeah.
Well, Fiona or whatever her name is, they could have picked her, but they
Okay,
picked
now
that
I kind
brand
now
new
now I think I'm
TV.
just gonna play. But look, okay, who's watching?
Me, I need you to turn around though. I want to see the front of her when she casts spells. I want to see her face.
I don't know if it's gonna let me.
Yes, you can. Hold still.
But yeah,
Turn
just
around
look
and-
at her ears, guys. Like it's so adorable.
Sorry, it's on a delay, so. Look at her. Oh, cast a spell. What are her ears supposed to do? They're always up, so I'm confused.
Okay, what? When I run, they're down, right? They flop
Uh-huh.
around, right? But then watch. Just keep watching. When I start running, and then I cast like this
Are
electricity
you
skill,
spending any time at the
the ears go up, and it's great.
Indeed, I have several days planned to stop in
And then
and
they're
meet with
flopping
gifts.
to the side.
Yeah. All right, and check this out. Check this out. Check this out. I just.
Oh, I see. That's kind of adorable.
Yeah. Check this out. Check out when she summons. It's like she's waving to kill everyone. Fire going everywhere. That's it. I'm buying a couple more character slots just to make more Asurans.
Oh
I just
man.
need to know what formula I will apply and
My
how much
counselor
That
will
whole
hear
thing,
about
that
this. I
part of
have
the story
rights.
really bothered me.
Arguing with the
But
guard.
that's the thing too. Like I played number 1 though.
Not
Like
remotely. Let the College of Statics find
Okay.
uses for my work.
the amount of things that the Asurans know. Like, okay, let's put it like this.
Hey.
They know what happened. And they know what the destroyers are, what they did, and what the dragons did. They know all the terrible things the
I heard a
humans
rumor
did.
that a
And the humans have
human
done
going to divinity
terrible things to their
Oh,
race,
yeah.
to everyone. And they know what the Norn have done. They know what the Norn are guilty of. Like, the Asurans know everything, so honestly, I probably side with them because they're like Batman to me, honestly.
No refund.
They're all mini Batmans because they understand everything. Oh.
Interested in something
Nope.
specific?
No way.
You wanna die? You wanna die? Boom. Look how cool that is. Like it's like they're bouncing on trampolines.
Is that you, Q?
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
I don't understand how that argument justifies.
I'll tell you in a second. I'm just having fun kind of. No.
You can't kill me. I have the power of glint.
You know what? Look at this. I'm gonna jump back. This is like my favorite skill right now.
Wow, you almost fell off
I
there.
almost fell off, yeah. But she's so cool. She's so cool. Like, I love doing this. I wish I could do this all the time. I should make a thief. No wonder everyone makes a thief. Because you can bounce around infinite times.
That's why my Asuran's a thief. I mean, my thief's an Asuran.
Dude, they have some really crazy skills. Like, their culture skills are insane.
I require more energy.
Dude, Revenant's sick. Look at this. Have you seen this?
Yeah. Here, let me cool you off and heat you up at the same time. I need to learn the staff for them.
So good.
But yeah, these guys, they're just too adorable, man. I'm telling you.
Move along. Do not congregate.
But I'm a merchant. This is where I conduct my
I have
business.
several days
You
away.
are in
Like I
violation
was
of
saying.
city regulations.
Like I was
You will be
saying.
reported.
They're like Batman. Okay?
Okay.
Because they understand how evil all the other races are. So they understand like how out of control they get. Like the White Mantle, for example, right? They understand it, right?
So that justifies doing experimentation, so they have the knowledge to stop them from
Yes.
being.
Yes.
I don't know about that.
Honestly, that's the same thing that happened with Batman when he created Brother Eye. Yeah, it created a terrible thing, but if you really think about it, would you want a crazy robot that understands everything, or would you want a crazy Superman and crazy superheroes? Like, to me personally, the anti-matter universe was more terrifying, with Superman basically controlling the world and Batman controlling, like Owlman. Like, just having Batman turn into Owlman, that is more terrifying.
Yeah, robots are easy to take care of because all you need is like an EMP or water.
The thing is too, like they're limited in what they can imagine. Like, that's why I think like the Inquest of the Asurans are scary because they're how much imagination they have. They can think of like almost infinite evil. What is this? Why are you praying? Stop praying.
You anger the gods.
I cry on the gods. They
I
make
just
me
don't
cold.
like it. I really don't like it because I love the Sylvari. I mean,
Well, you know what the Sylvari are, right?
yes, but that doesn't make them evil.
So my point is, that's my point too. Like, this is where I'm saying it's not forgivable. Please don't think it's forgivable. But again, the Sylvari are all mind controlled, basically. Okay, I know. But my point is, from what I read and what I know, the point is, let's just go with the premise with my idle little whatever. I'm going to Lingering Shadow. I'm probably gonna play season 2 right now. But my point is, like.
Yeah, seriously, play season 2. See the memories and
I
then
will,
tell me.
but my point is, like, with what I know, the fact that the Asurans know everything about the Sylvari, they can help them. They can change it. You know.
See, my whole thing, I guess my issue with the Asuran wasn't so much because with the experiments that they were doing wasn't strictly limited to, oh, let's understand this new race. No. They were manipulating their essence for their own purpose, using them as batteries. That's like Matrix shit. Like, not okay.
Keep in mind,
Like that.
there are 2 factions of the
there are
Asuran.
2. Yeah.
This is true. This is very true.
The
And that's
Inquest
why
are
I
the
can't
ones that
say
are the
that.
Looney Tunes.
Yeah, I can't say that Asurans in general are bad because I like Asurans. And let's be honest, there's some shitty Sylvari too. There's shitty humans. It's like, you know, it's
Nightmare
it's
Court is
group.
pretty
It's grouping.
pretty bad.
So like I really, it's like specifically the ones I didn't like were the ones that were performing the experiments, and it's that train of thought that there are no boundaries basically for them. At least that bothered me. Like, so there should
Well,
be,
that's my point of like what Beck was saying. That's my point of like with the chart. I love the Blood Legion, and I know like the Blood Legion get a bad rep because it's the Blood Legion, you know.
Yeah.
But I played number 1. I saw the fanatics. I'd rather have the Blood Legion, like warriors, versus fanatical people that worship dragons that will just kill you because they were told to. Honestly, as much as I've seen in the stories, as much as I've seen in this universe, I side with the Asurans a lot because I don't agree that if, you know, well, okay, I don't trust if you let any of the other races have ultimate power and then, you know, oh yeah, you know, we won't experiment, we don't need to have a safeguard on you,
Operation
that you're not
successful.
gonna turn around and conquer all the other races. Like the fanatical chars, like what you said, all the bad couples of all the different areas, dude, they would annihilate the world. Inquest itself would enslave the world.
Yeah. No,
I think
agree.
they'd
Knowledge
blow
is
it up
important.
before they figure out how to enslave it all.
Exactly. Like it's just there's like yeah, like that's a big reason why I do like the Asurans, why I always wanted to make an Asuran, because of Vec, obviously. Yeah, no, people, they're nuts. Like when they describe other races, I'm like, you know, it's hard to fight with you Asurans sometimes, even though you really want to, you know.
Yeah.
Because they're kind of jerks about it, but at the same time, I know how they feel. Because imagine knowing all this, being gifted, being intelligent, you kind of don't have a choice in knowing it. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of with them. Kind of with them on it.
Jim, you'll like timing.
I probably will. I from everything I learned about her, I was like, awesome. You know, I really, like I said, I think the Asurans are all the Batmans of this universe. Well, not all, but you know, they're
Definitely
very,
not all of them.
Yeah, you know, some of them have lost faith in humans, and that's why they're all like, okay, you will.
Bukas.
Yeah, exactly. But a Buka is a Buka. Like, if you ever meet a real Buka, like, I'm so on their side about that. Like,
Yeah. But I mean, it really, every race has their badness to it,
Yeah.
and their I don't know what you'd call it, their downfalls,
yeah.
and that's kind of why all the races really do need each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like the Asurans lack honor. That's like the biggest difference, is they lack honor, the concept of honor. I could be totally wrong with that, because Vec had honor, but like as a whole, they only understand logic in a way. They're like Spocks.
No way.
And then the Char are all about honor. All about it. About loyalty and honor towards their warband, towards their clans. And no
From
one- yeah.
from most of what I've seen, yeah, exactly as you're saying, is most of the Asurans lack honor and that whole thing. The only ones who kind of have any are literally like Snaf and Zoja
Yeah.
and Timey, and that's just, and Timey really stretches that.
Yeah, Timey, luckily her interests, from what I've seen so far, lies in magic and that kind of stuff, but God help if it ended up being a living creature. Because she is...
Which
She
Oh,
will
she
go the crazy
really
way.
flirts
She
with
gets really-
danger.
she
Yeah,
gets really
she's
focused in.
Which
she's
is
a
even better.
Scarlet who has friends. That's the best way I can
Yes.
put it.
No, exactly.
Basically.
The only thing keeping her from like doing really, really bad stuff.
And that's the other thing too. Like, we've already seen what happens when a Asuran goes nuts. Because anyone who's played number 1 has seen it already. Like how bad it can get. And Alex has told me
Oh,
even
the-
worse things here. Like in this
The
game.
the inquests in this one aren't really bad.
Yeah, like there's just the amount of crap that each race can do. Like we saw what Jorah did, you know, which was pretty cool that they basically were talking about the mist in #1. We just didn't know it was called the mist.
Mm-hmm.
And what that did, what they brought it back over. And yes, Vec with his dad, which was, I mean, going into that lab, it showed you a lot about how Asurans go nuts with their technology. And yeah, humans are just vile people sometimes. But yeah.
It's because they get fanatical.
Yeah, same with the Char. Like, see, that's the cool thing about the Char and the humans. They're very similar.
Yeah.
Very similar. Like,
Yeah.
like, very similar. And, yeah. And the Sylvari, like,
They're in my opinion, they're one of the coolest races to come out of Guild Wars 2 because, like, every other fantasy game, I haven't seen anything that does anything like what they do because Sylvari literally were created 35 years ago. Like, they're so brand new. They're a brand new species, and it's like, what does a brand new species do in a fully established world? And you will find out more in season 2.
Go forth, my lady.
Can you guys hear me?
yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like I'm fighting off Moas. But no,
Yeah,
exactly, like,
that's the best part about Sylvari.
yeah. But that's what I'm saying, like,
What?
go for it.
I'm just saying, like, what does a race do? You know, like, how do they set up their own traditions, laws? You know, how they handle everything. Yeah,
It's a good idea to put in any race like that.
it's super cool. Something that's Guild Wars only.
Exactly.
I haven't seen that anywhere else. So.
But yeah, it's hard to, again, like, this is really like kind of like almost harping on the idea of Asurans, but each race is needed to protect you. It's very true, and you need that. You need them in their weirdness. I probably wouldn't like it. Probably wouldn't like it at all, but the Asurans have secrets because they know everyone else's secrets. That's just how it is. Meet your allies near the new, really, out here.
Huh?
I'm going to the episode 1 and season 2.
Mm.
Okay, back to Buffy.
I'll see for myself, but I'm pretty sure I would side with him still. Come my minions.